You know, who doesn't want to play Batman these days? Any sane, rational male man, not like a mailman who delivers post, but like a dude who's grown up loving anything resembling comic books or heroes, would want to be Batman. Today, we're in a world where the possibility of two Batmans existing at one time is very possible. We've got Robert Pattinson at the moment, who is killing it as Batman in The Batman, and hopefully we'll be seeing him a little bit in the Penguin series coming up. But we've also got down the road Batman Brave and the Bold, which is going to be part of James Gunn's DCU, which is a completely separate universe. The Batman with Robert Pattinson's an Elseworld story. Good, we've got that out the way. So, because we've got a Batman movie in the works, coming out in who knows when, we're looking at who would be cast. James Gunn did comment a few weeks ago on the casting of Batman in his DCU, and what he said was basically that they're not going to cast it until they've got a good script, and they haven't got a script yet. So no casting is going to happen. All the stuff that you're hearing about at the moment is just theoretical until they've got a script, which might have happened since the last time James Gunn spoke. So it is possible. So maybe I'm just telling a whole lot of lies. But based on what James Gunn said, they won't cast until they've got a good solid script. Some of the names that have been thrown around are ones like Jensen Ackles from Supernatural, who was also in The Boys. Great actor, really good vibe, and he voices the Batman in the animated series. Not the animated series, but in some animated stuff. We've also got our good old Alan Ritchson, who is Reacher, who physically would be an intimidating, brutal-looking Batman. And I've got some reservations on him in not the physical side, but on the dual Bruce Wayne versus Batman side. And not that he won't be able to do it, but I just had a few reservations. For myself, personally, I get if you love his casting, but I was just like, And one that has come through the rounds recently, that has come to the attention of the media, is Jake of the Gyllenhaal, brother of Maggie, a great actor, Oscar-winning actor, brilliant in everything he does. He is famous for the fact that he's a great actor. He's been acting for a while. I mean, Donnie Darko and Nightcrawler. He was Mysterio in the Spider-Man movies, which wasn't his best ranking role, but he did it so well. And well, I didn't know this, but Jake Gyllenhaal actually was in the running to play Bruce Wayne in Christopher Nolan's Batman and lost to our main man, Christian Bale, along with Cillian Murphy, who also went to win an Oscar recently. It seems like people that were cast as potentially had the opportunity to play Batman in Christopher Nolan's Batman all went on to do amazing things. But I didn't know that he actually lost it on that role. Sometimes you think with these great actors, oh, they just walk in the door and it's like, I got the role. But it seems like they still have to audition and they still have to go through the process of getting these really good roles. And sometimes they still get rejected, which is refreshing. It's sad, but it's good to know that they're one of the humans. And he had a bit of a comment. He's obviously promoting his movie Roadhouse at the moment. And somebody asked him the question, would you be open to playing the Batman? And this was his response. Oh man, that's a classic role. It's an honor. He goes on to speak a little bit about some of the roles he's playing in a play with Denzel Washington, which he's super excited to be doing and feels intimidated by. But then he goes on to finish off by saying, but of course, it would be an honor always. Those types of things and those roles are classics. So, is he open to playing the Batman? Absolutely. Is he a good fit? Well, that's the question. And physically, I mean, looking at him in the Roadhouse, he's ripped, man. And he's getting on in years. I think he's in his mid-40s or something. You know, he's not young, which is actually the right age for the role of the Batman, because he's going to have a son, Batman Brave and the Bold. He's going to have his son Damian, and so he could be a viable option. Is he my personal option? Would I choose Jake Gyllenhaal? Look, if he's going to be cast as Batman, if they announce that tonight, I'm not going to be devastated. I think he'll do a fantastic role, a fantastic job of playing the role, and no doubt he's going to knock it out of the park. But my heart tells me there is someone else, a gorilla in the mist, lurking that would be just a great pick. You know, when Robert Pattinson was cast as the Batman, people were like, Robert Pattinson from Twilight, blah, 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 blah. But I just felt, what a great choice. Robert Pattinson is a unique actor. He really delves deep into his roles and becomes the character. He absorbs himself in that world. And watching the Batman, one of my most rewatchable movies that has come out in recent history. I love it. I can watch it again and again and again. And he did a fantastic job in that. He was one of those casting choices where you're like, you didn't really think about it, but when he was cast, you think, yes, he's the one. I think my hesitation on Jake Gyllenhaal a little bit is that he is Jake Gyllenhaal. I sometimes can't watch him in a movie without just thinking of him as the celebrity. And what I've liked about James Gunn so far in his casting for his new DCU is that a lot of these actors aren't necessarily household names, but they're very accomplished in what they've done. And that is what I think is exciting. So I'm hoping that maybe they go with that route. I'm hoping they cast someone that I haven't thought of, but comes with a unique take and someone refreshing and new. Maybe it's not possible, but my heart tells me that maybe it is. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Jake Gyllenhaal's a good pick? I don't have anything against him. I think he would do it great. I mean, he looks like a spoiled rich man. He does. He's got that vibe, like, he'd have a jet ski, like definitely had a jet ski. And he would just be jet skiing around all day for like a few days in a row. I guess I don't have a jet ski, and I just imagine people who are rich have lots of jet skis. But he seems like someone who could fit that inheritance of wealth vibe, and someone who could play a really sport rich kid, but still get that intensity as Batman. No doubt. I just don't think he's my main man. But I might be crazy. You guys let me know what you think about this casting. Do you think it's a good pick? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.